Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, January 1st, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I funnel every lesson into healing energy. And I want that to go hand in hand with Sanskrit. Om Bhavam Namah. I am absolute existence. And hello, Happy New Year. Happy 2019. From Mahalo and Lala as well. He just got attacked. Let's not say that that's a sign for this year. I was going to go into this year as a 3-year. 2 + 1 + 9 is a 3-year. And 3, when we look at it from the astro perspective, is a number that represents Jupiter. It represents that expansion energy. There's also a lot of transition. There's a lot of learning. This is a year where you really do want to work with spirit. You want to connect your yin and your yang and your soul to move forward. Lala greetings. Yin and yang soul energy to move forward, to be in your highest power. There's definitely a few things to note for this year. I think the big thing is, wow, there's a lot of energy going on in Capricorn. And January is going to give us a lot of lessons to move through over the whole rest of the year and through 2 more Capricorn eclipses. We have our first Capricorn eclipse in just a few days, and then we have 2 more to look forward to in 2019. Expansion through lessons. Our energy mantra for today, for this year, I funnel every lesson into healing energy. Every single thing that happens is happening for you, and you must remember that. One of the big things in the astro today to give us some guidance for this year is the fact that today we have the Sun conjunct Saturn, 11 degrees. 11 degrees is that master number. We are just coming from this master level year. Last year, 2018, yesterday, was an 11 year. So we were pushed into mastery on many levels. This at the beginning of the year is like, do not forget what you learned. Don't forget the balancing of the yin and the yang. Don't forget all the lessons of love that were brought forward with the eclipses in that Leo energy. Don't forget responsibility, that first year of Saturn in Capricorn, pushing that soul responsibility. And my feeling is this year is going to be more about clearing away the gunk so that we can fully reclaim our soul energy and reclaim the soul path. Sun conjunct Saturn on the first day of the year is no small thing. It is really preparing us for what is to come in 2020. This year is a big deal. It has a lot. And if you can stay up to date with the energies, if you can hang tight with the soul thrusts, let's say, then you're going to be doing really well, no matter what the lessons are for you. So let's look at this astro overall today. We have the moon in Scorpio. Moon in Scorpio. Last year, Scorpio was also a very big deal as we had Saturn moving through Scorpio, showing us a lot of shadows, but reminding us ultimately of empowerment. So as we begin the year, we have the moon in Scorpio connecting to Pluto, 20 degrees, reminding us to continue nurturing our power. And to continue nurturing our power, we have to be vigilant about any of the shadows. So these are 2 of the cards that came out, and I pulled them out this way, and I was like, oh look, it's like, here's this picture, I'm going to be past the words, here's this picture looking at those shortcomings, looking at those places where our shadows may have come up. Don't forget about them and use them, not in a manipulative way, but use them to be self-aware, to really be in your power and to be vigilant about your own personal process. Be vigilant about your process and yet keep nurturing your authentic power, which is connected to your soul. We then have the moon in Scorpio connecting to Venus. This is lovely. I love this connection because it's 24 degrees. That is 6 energy. So in this connection with Venus, which has that yin energy, which wants the pleasure and the beauty and the love to be harmonic on this planet, it reminds us to keep in that balance, the yin and the yang. Tune into the yin. Listen for the information. Nurture the self. Love the self. Bring beauty upon the self, and yet at the same time, then take aligned action. Now with the moon conjunct Venus, I see two ways of this. The moon can bring up that which is hidden. So if you have worth stuff, if there's power stuff that's been kind of eating away at parts of you, this may come up today. If you feel that, this is definitely a call for some self-love, to find yourself in better balance. So listen to any of those nagging feelings, and just to set it in place for the year ahead, do something kind for yourself. Do something nurturing for yourself. Have an intimate moment with yourself, like journaling, like looking into what it is you want to bring in this next year. What is your soul longing for with you? That's really going to support you in your process over this next year. And then finally, we have that Sun conjunct Saturn energy. Like I said, 11 degrees, master level degree. The highest level of mastery for you is for you to fully embody your soul. What is your soul asking of you? What is the universe asking of you right now? All of us are being asked to do something, to step up in another way. And this is how we save the planet, not by being superheroes, but by being super selves, as in super soul selves, and we show up in that energy. We all have a dream. There is a desire. There is a longing within you, and that's part of your soul lesson. So listen to that. It may not look exactly how you want to look. You have to always take the ego out of it. It may not look how you think it's supposed to look, but we have that calling, and that's pulling you into something. Listen to your heart, because your heart is intimately connected with the soul. Now, I want to remind you, Mars is in Aries, and Mars in Aries is definitely going to be causing some interesting energy. It can tune us into our passion or into our frustration. I also say with this card, this is a year to take everything in stride, to take things in balance and understanding. Go with your flow, not everybody else's flow. We're breaking off of the societal flow and working with our own flow. I pulled this in reverse. Go with your personal flow. Take it easy in this energy. I think there's going to be a lot of things that could rile our inner volcanoes in and through this year. But if you're aligning with your truth, your soul, your path, your personal divine timing, you have nothing to worry about. You can trust yourself. You can trust your soul. Bring some understanding to your personal process. But like I was just going, before I went off on that tangent, Mars is at 0 degrees. So we may not have that gung-ho energy behind us. It is coming. Mars is going to move into 1 degree soon, and we're going to be like, here we go, into this year. But for now, remember the flow, remember the yin, and funnel all of your lessons into healing energy. So I decided to pull, for this year ahead, a Threads of Fate Oracle card. I love these cards. I just got them, and this card jumped out when I was shuffling, and I was like, oh yes. I'm not going to read all of it, but I am going to read some of it, and I will post it with more information on my Instagram, Gaia Blooming Instagram, within the next 24 hours. So if you want more. Reclaim. You were born perfectly imperfect, human with gifts, talents, medicine, wisdom, and knowing. And it's all contained in your soul. Growing up in a culture that does not nurture these gifts creates misalignment with our highest truth. Reclamation is a lifetime process, or can be a lifetime process, as it is continually awakening to ancient medicine we knew in other lifetimes and soul wisdom. While there is no rulebook or map for this journey, besides your astral chart, this card calls your attention to what stirs deep inside your soul memory. We are often drawn to places people experience as music that we know on a cellular level, but our logical mind may not understand why. This card asks you to follow your intuition, trust that desire, follow it. Reclaim your knowing, your power, your medicine, and your healing. Enjoy the mystery and the stories unfolding. So that's the overall wisdom, but with Reclaim, it has Panther in here. Panther has the aura of confidence. Let's see. The work of reclamation can be a lonely journey. Panther often is an incredibly solitary animal. Panther can teach us how to reclaim our wisdom and medicine with power, grace, and comfort in the solitude. I think it's not so much solitude as in your path is yours. You own it as much as you can own anything. And so you can't follow somebody else's path as your own. I take that for the Panther. Fireweed is a pioneer plant, meaning that after extreme soil disturbance, a wildfire fire, for example. Fireweed will establish colonies to repopulate the land and put nutrients back in the soil so other plants and trees can take root. Oh my God, this last year definitely had some destructive qualities. As a plant ally, it teaches us to restore ourselves after life takes a toll on us. In particular, helps us to learn our natural capacity to self-heal. I funnel every lesson into healing energy. And then finally, golden appetite. Golden appetite is a helpful ally to those who have been worn down and are feeling small. Its fiery energy supports us in standing up for ourselves and reclaiming our confidence. Many of us were raised to play small, be humble and cautious. Golden appetite is a guide in breaking free of these ingrained limitations. Call upon golden appetite when you need support in reclaiming your true and confident, empowered self. How is this for a card for the first of the year? Holy moly. Wonderful. Perfect. Divine. So that is it for today. If you would like a year ahead reading, you can still order them. I've been getting many requests for that. So this is the last chance for that. So do that now. Half-hour readings, $55. Email me for those. I'm going to be putting up an overall view of 2019. I'm doing that on Patreon for the people who follow me on Patreon. You can go join me on Patreon, or you can email me and get the emails or the video sent to you for a nominal fee. So that is it. Happy New Year. Blessings on your 2019. Remember, the better it gets, the better it gets. You have the power, and there is enough love in the world for you. Namaste.